Welcome to the video. It is your best friend in cards, Bart the Ripper. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click on that notification bell so you know when all the new videos are dropping, the live streams are popping off live. Email me anytime, bartcards24@gmail.com. Check out my live break videos, see if you like them, because I'd love for you to participate. Just email me, bartcards24@gmail.com. Let me know you like the channel, that you listen to the podcast, the Baseball Card Podcast. Maybe you follow me over on the TikTok at Card Ripper. But I appreciate you checking out this video. And if you've recently tuned in to the Series 2 2022 Jumbo Box, 10 packs, 46 cards per pack, plus 2 Mojo Silver Packs. I have 2 videos where I open this box up for myself. Those links will be in the description below. So today what I wanted to do is sort the cards. And here is our big stack. It even goes off a camera, it's so high, the stack of the base. On top of that is that wink wink Wander Franco card that is supposed to be a rookie. Card number 367 on the checklist, but there's no rookie logo on there, and we can't even see Wander's face. So we'll sort through this base. Here's the big stack of rookies right there. We got some good ones. We also have the gold foil, Francisco Mejia, George Springer, Cal Quantrill, Brad Keller, Justice Sheffield, and we also have the rainbow foils of Joey Bart, the overarching battery with Yadier Molina and Adam Wainwright, followed by Cutter Crawford in the rookie rainbow, Chris Bassett, the New York Mets team card with Pete and Francisco, and then we have 2 golds, Lance McCullers Jr., Yuli Gurriel, an orange Josh Harrison, and a green Jorge Polanco. And what I'll do with all of these parallels is I will go ahead and sort them into the set that I will be building. Hopefully all of that set will be completed by one jumbo box. So I've got my handy dandy notepad on the side here once we begin to sort these to see if I am missing any of those base or parallel cards as well. Here are the inserts that we had. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 87s, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 87 All-Stars, and I do want to collect this insert set as well, the 87 All-Stars. There's 50 cards in that set, so I will be tracking that and letting you know how that set build is going. 2 of the Diamond Cut, Mario Rivera and Ty Cobb, followed by 1 of the Home Run Challenge inserts, Bryce Harper Significant Statistics, 2 of the No Hit Club with Mark Burley and Corey Kluber. What do we have? 3 of the Generation Now, and then 2 of the Sweet Shades, which I do love that insert a lot. We have the Mojos, Ronzi Contreras, Joe Adell, Cedric Mullins, Josh Bell, Dylan Carlson, Brandon Crawford, and my friend, Let's Play 2 today, Ernie Banks. So we got all that going for us. And then here are the hits. We were surprised with an autograph of Jake McCarthy, rookie, with the Mojo. We have the 29 out of 50, Ozzie Smith Bat Relic on the parallel 87 All-Star. And this Silver Slugger, Aaron Judge. The blue parallel Ozzie Smith 87 All-Star, and the on-card auto Tyler Glasnow. So there are the hits. You see the inserts. We will sweep them to the side, and we'll begin sorting this box into my second official set. I did finish Series 1, 2022 Series 1, finished that 330 card set. So I got that going for me. Put these aside, begin here. Let's see here, move that over, because I'm going to sort by the hundreds to begin with, and then we'll get into the tens. So let's get these cards. Are they all facing the same direction as far as where the numbers are? Seem to be. So we'll begin here. We've got 500 400, 400, 3. So 3, 4, 5, and 6s are going to be our piles. There's 5, 4, there's a 6. Let's see, how can we best see these? Maybe do 2 stacks like this. How about that, Bart? That might work. That might be better for our viewing pleasures. 400s, 500s. So we just canceled as of today. Today is what? It's Wednesday, June 15th. As of just right about now, maybe right before this video, we canceled our big family vacation, which was going to be an epic trip to Yellowstone National Park. I don't know if you've seen on the news the horrific flooding and mudslides. Roads are caving in, roads are falling into the, houses are falling into the flood waters and the rivers. It's just not a great scene. I feel sorry for all of those people that have been affected, and now we have been affected as well. So we are canceling that vacation and now scrambling for a new summer family vacation. And we're currently, well, I should say, Lady travels a lot. She is currently on the phone with the travel agent, and we're talking about a possible cruise. So that might be on the agenda. We were discussing also maybe renting a cabin in Michigan on a lake or in Tennessee on a lake with a boat, doing some fishing and hiking. But it's, it's tough. One, travel right now is very popular because of all the pent-up energy still carried over from the pandemic. So we're dealing with that. Lady Tanzalot and I, we leave Monday for Mexico, so that's right around the corner. And then once we return, we were going to be home for 2 weeks and then traveling out to Yellowstone with the Fab Five, me, Sparkle, Kid 1, 2, and 3. So now our summer family trip has been canceled and we're scrambling for a new one. So any suggestions you might have for a nice, week-long, maybe 10-day-long family vacation? We've got a 22-year-old, a 19-year-old, and a 14-year-old, 2 girls and a boy, in that order. I'd love to hear any recent trips you and the family have taken, or in recent memory, or maybe when you were a kid, some epic trip that you remember. And I'm like, what about the old Disney? We haven't been to Disney with the kids in so long. Would it be fun for us to go back now? She's like, too hot down there, too crowded. And she's right. She is right. I was really looking forward to Yellowstone. I've never been to Yellowstone. We all love the hike, all of us in the family. We're going to do some horseback riding and all kinds of adventures we had set up that are all now being canceled due to those incredible floods that they are experiencing. So I will keep you posted on where we might be going. We'll get that figured out. We always do. We'll figure it out. And wherever we go, we're going to be together, so we're going to have a good time. I'm excited. I know Kid 3, aka Deuce, he was born kind of a cowboy, so if we're not going to be doing any horseback riding, he's going to be concerned and upset with that, so we'll figure out a substitute. But here we go. This is one jumbo hobby box. I am hoping to complete the entire set from one box. Even my, very average functioning brain can do the math to figure out that 46 card packs times 10 packs in a jumbo, that equals 460 cards. So we should be able to, even minus all of those inserts, should be able to complete an entire set. If not, I'll be on the specific lookout for those missing cards, and I do have some cards that I'm looking for my card friend Trep, who he's missing like 5 cards from Series 2. He's building a set, So I'll be looking out for those. If I have any duplicates, I'll definitely be sharing them with Trep. So since I've ventured into the idea of set building in this hobby, I've been very excited about the prospects, because one of my favorite parts of a hobby, and even the card breaking, is the sorting of the cards. So sounds a little crazy, but after doing like a team break, you might have 12, 15 different participants, but sitting down when it's nice and quiet, sorting those cards into teams prior to mailing them out to the participants, that's fun for me. So sorting my own cards, well, guess what? That's even more fun. So that's what we are doing right here. We're about 1/3 of the way through this huge jumbo box of cards. We'll see what the hobby produces as far as the number of short prints. It doesn't seem like the Witt, J-Rod, and Torkelson short prints have been overprinted like all the rest of the base cards. It'll be interesting to see how many of those do surface, and if there's any other surprise cards. You know, the rumor was that there was a super short print of Wander Franco that does have the rookie logo, but I don't think it exists because I have yet to see it or hear of it, and I'm sure by this point that a ton of the product has been opened, especially by all the breakers out there. And with a lot that's gone on with the hobby, and again, I've only been back in it for about 6 months, since December 1st, 2021. I've noticed glaringly that there's a big segment of the hobby that is mostly just concerned with card values and flipping cards. I have basically no interest in that part of the hobby. Not that I would turn down a nice offer on a big hit card. I am just more interested in the collecting aspect, trying to determine where I do fit in with this hobby right now, what brings me the most joy with the least amount of stress. I've got enough stress that I've dealt with within my profession and career. I'm in a much more relaxed version of that profession now, but back when I was grinding it out and hustling every day to build our small business, I worked 6 and 7 days a week, sometimes 10 and 12 hours a day. And now I do just about the opposite, because old lady landlord and I, we've built up a couple nice little small businesses, and we have people in place to help us run those on a day-to-day basis. And in return, what we offer them is a nice living and a nice opportunity to be successful in real estate. That's the businesses that we are in. So I don't need a hobby that brings me stress. And anytime you bring money into anything, I don't care what it is, stress has a tendency to accompany that. Even I've dealt with it so many times on the real estate side. You know, the parents die, the grandparents die, and they leave the real estate to the heirs. And then instead of, just being thankful that they had this opportunity, had the love of that family member that passed away, the family members that remain, that are the heirs, have a tendency to fight over their share of that unearned money, which is always a big head scratcher. But that's just human nature, I guess. Unfortunately, some greed is built into a lot of the ways of the culture these days, but I don't ever feel that way. I've never had a greedy thought in my mind. I always come from the school of thought that of abundance, that there's more than enough for everyone. If we do the right thing for the right amount of time, if we help enough people get what we want, or if we help enough people get what they want, we always get what we want. So that always goes to any profession or skill set that you have or might be developing. if you are a dentist and you turn out to be a great dentist for your clientele, well, guess what? They're going to tell anyone and everyone they can to visit you and your business. The same goes for if you are a real estate agent or a financial advisor or an accountant, or maybe you own a small restaurant, or maybe you have a lawn care service and you mow yards for a living. If you do a great job with that, you take care of your customers, they will always take care of you, not only with regard to their own lawn, but they're going to tell all their friends and family members about you as well. So that's how I've gone about my business life, our landlord's business, and even in the card breaks, that's how I've dealt with or kind of communicate and work with my clientele on the card breaks. I try to give them more than the value that they paid for on the cards. I try to do my best to entertain them during the breaks. I package those cards up lovingly to make sure that they are shipped safely, properly, and without damage. And I throw in a few extras from time to time because it makes me feel good. It's like that feeling you get when you donate to a charity. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feel. Don't sing, Bart. You're ruining a perfectly good segment of the card sort. Let me get a little more room here. This 400 stack getting pretty high, isn't it? 400s, 500s. The reason is these are going to be full 100 card stacks, whereas the 300 card stack is going to begin at 331. And the 600 card stack is going to end at 660. So there you go. You almost knocked the whole stack down. That's all right. Just feather that back into place. So we will see. We will find out if I am able to build a complete Series 2 set from one jumbo hobby box. If you do indeed want to get in on any of my breaks, friends breaks, value breaks, box battles are fantastic. So much fun. A box battle is winner takes all. So it's fun to do that with a jumbo box, and you get 10 contestants, 10 participants. They each put in for one pack, and whomever has the lowest numbered, serial numbered card, that's who wins the entire jumbo box. So if you have any interest in a box battle or a friends break or a value break, you can watch the breaks that are on the YouTube channel here and then email me directly, bartcards24@gmail.com. Let me know you'd like to get involved in some breaks. I'll email you back with the upcoming opportunities and we'll have some fun together. And then, of course, as I said, I will package up those cards lovingly for you and get them shipped off to your doorstep. This is a lot of cards, isn't it? This is a lot of cards to sort, a lot of cards to place into the card sleeve pages for the binder, all of which I am going to enjoy greatly, very much so. Hey, we had one turn the wrong way. That's it out of all these cards. Okay, there we have it. We'll get the color cards, our parallels in here as well, the 300s. There we go, the 400s, 500s. And what I'll do in the binder is next to the base will go the parallel. And I think that will give a nice cool look. That's what I did with Series 1. I think it turned out very well. I'll have to show you that. I will have to show you that. Show you how that looks and how this is going to turn out. So now we will sweep the 400, 500, and 600 aside. And I will sort the 300s by 10s. And what I'll probably do, so we got 34s, so those 3, 4, 5, 6. And what I'll do is I'll probably hit the old stop button on the video once we finish with the 300s because you get the idea of how I'm sorting these. Let's move them over. Maybe you get a little more camera action there. So we can get those card numbers. Get the card numbers there for your viewing pleasure. Uh-oh, we've got, yeah, of course you're going to have doubles, Bart. Don't be excited about the doubles. You know there's going to be doubles. Speaking of doubles, we like doubles better than singles, don't we? We like triples better than doubles, and we like home runs better than we like triples, and that's why I like to follow the OPS. One of my new favorite stats. I will say that I had a fairly long hiatus from baseball in general. When I was building my small business, I didn't spend a whole lot of time watching baseball, so I missed out on a great deal of not even joking. Seriously, I missed out on the better part of basically, 15 years? 15, 20 years of baseball. Of course, I was still following the Cubs, but not like I used to and not like I do again now. And in that time is when all the sabermetrics came into play. And OPS and hard hit rate and launch angle and all those became part of the baseball vocabulary, and so that was all new to me. So that's been fun for me to check into and think about and learn about. And then, the hobby the game has changed so much, not all for the better, that's for sure. Batting averages are down dramatically across the board. I don't like that at all. RBIs is no longer a stat that is that big of a deal, and I kind of understand it because I can't necessarily judge you on the fact of Billy and Johnny getting on base before you so that you can knock them in. Of course, it's great that you are able to knock runs in when you have runners in scoring position, but I can't just judge you on runs batted in. I mean, what if you're like Juan Soto last year and you just had nobody else in the lineup with you? Nobody else getting on base. How can I judge him on RBIs if you got the Pirates or the Reds lineup that they like to sell off their team all the time, trade off all their superstars and sweethearts, kind of like Mike Cubbies did last year. But I'll always like the Cubs. That part will never change. So OPS, I like that a lot. On base percentage plus slugging percentage. On the podcast, I have a fun little segment I call the Rookie Hot Sheet, and I follow the players that have rookie cards in 2021 and 2022 or are projected to have rookie cards in 2022. So that's who makes up the list, and then I organize that list based on OPS. And that's a lot of fun. So make sure you check out that podcast, the Baseball Card Podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. And I think that you will like it. So there we have the 300s are organized in 10s. I'll just do a quick. So the next thing that I do is I will then look for or organize the 330s because that's where it is starting at 331. So there's 39, 38, 37. So there we've got a double with the 39. So we'll set that double aside. There's our 36, 35, 34, 33. We've got two. Now we got to make sure we check those for any of those parallels because they will have the same number. So 32 and 31. So we've got 3 doubles out of that first section, the 330s. So that is what I will share with you on this video, kind of my process, the old school method of sorting cards of this jumbo box, looking to build the entire set of Series 2 from one jumbo box. So I will keep sorting. I'll keep you posted on the outcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you are indeed a subscriber of the channel, Bart the Ripper. Email me directly, bartcards20 24@gmail.com, and then that podcast, the Baseball Card Podcast. And if you happen your way on over to the TikTok at Card Ripper, that is the old handle there. So I will see you in the next video.